Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is the Talking Shapez, joined by Dolly Cat. Yes, I got the Dolly Kitty today. It's a wonderful day having the Dolly Cat. Yes, she's pretty, she's sleepy. She's chosen the piano to sleep on today. Today is Thursday, November 21st, 2024. Hello and welcome. What are we going to talk about at the beginning of the stream today? Something I forgot to talk about last time we met was that on Monday I had a bit of an accident at my desk here in the morning after making my breakfast. I went to grab my controller, hooked up by a wire, and yeah, the wire kind of hooked on my coffee mug full of fresh coffee and brought it to the floor. And the mug landed on its handle and broke the handle into 3 big pieces and spilled coffee all over the carpet. A full, fresh cup of coffee all over the carpet. That was a great Monday this week. I now have to... I'm back to using my Vader mug for coffee. I had stopped using it because this mug is huge. It's huge. The internal volume on this thing is absolutely massive. I put the coffee... I put this to the Keurig to give the max that the Keurig gives. A max amount in one go, and it fills this like halfway. It's like half on this mug. The other one I was using, it filled it all the way. This is like barely half. It's like, okay. I'll have to grab a smaller mug at some point, because this thing is massive, uses too much of my desk space these days. But anyway, yeah, so that was a thing that happened that I just completely forgot to mention last time. What else is going on to really discuss today? I don't remember off the top of my head. Like, just games I've been playing have been... Well, I sort of have finished off on Morrowind for now. I ended up just getting so stupidly powerful that I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna win. I'm just gonna beat the main quest without like actually doing the main quest at all, because you can do that. Like, if you can survive the effects of Sunder and Keening for long enough to kill the heart at the end, then you win. You do the thing without needing Wraithguard or any of the main quests before that. It kind of breaks a lot of the stuff, a lot of the quests of the main quest beforehand. Because, yeah, like, everyone has different dialogues after the completion of the main quest, and they don't advance missions anymore. You can sort of get through some of it, but it gets to a point where you are forced to like add journal entries to progress. You actually want to go back to progress through the main quest, which I ended up wanting to do, because there's a specific point in the Morrowind main quest where you are basically given complete immunity to illnesses, to diseases. I sort of wanted the immunity to diseases, but that meant having to go through the whole main quest to the point where you get that, and not like the very first mission progressed, but as soon as you get to mission 2, it breaks. it breaks. Like you have to start adding journal entries at that point. So sure, I did that, and any other point that was like broken, I had to add journal entries and any items to the inventory for quest items and such until I got to that point, and I'm like, cool, I did it. Now what do I do? Okay, let's like go and find all the now dead ash vampires and get their artifacts. I did that. And I'm like, okay, now what? Tribunal, I guess? Solstheim at some point? Do the expansion stuff? I mean, I killed Vivek. I like went in, lockpicked the door, got inside, and I had beaten the main quest, so it actually treats it as if you've beaten the main quest and can talk to him. But it's like, all right, I had the Azura Star. I'll soul trap Vivek for the heck of it, because he has a bigger soul than can fit in any regular soul gem, and it kind of requires using Azura Star. And it's like, okay, well, what am I going to use his soul for? What will I use Almalexia's soul for once we get to the end of Tribunal? Like, don't know at this point. And there's still like all of the Tamriel rebuilt stuff to like do-ish. I don't know if I want to do the quests for that. There's a lot of like quest stuff I could still do. Like what have I done is all of the Mages Guild, all of the Thieves Guild, and all of the Fighters Guild main progression quests. I did those big three. I still have Great Houses. Well, House Lalu that I joined, and I installed a mod that will let me join all of the Great Houses. That actually makes that a thing that you can do. I was like, okay, well, I have all the remainder of the other Great Houses as well, and everything but the Balmora quests. I did all the Balmora quests for House Lalu. I still have to join Morag Tong. I don't even know if I can do much with the temple. I think after the main quest they let you in if you hadn't joined previously. I don't remember, but there's technically still the temple stuff. There's the Imperial Legion, technically. I can find the Imperial Legion stuff to do if that works. Just the way that I've broken things. And then there's the Imperial Cult that I could also do. That's actually very easy, quick quests. And Morag Tong and Vivek to find to join that and do quests for that. Like, yeah, there's still a lot of like guild stuff to do, I guess, in Morrowind that I could do. But yeah, I played Farming Sim 22. Don't know how much I'll continue playing it. Ollie Cat, he's rubbing my legs, Mr. Cat. I have a cat. I have two cats. There are two cats. Ah, hello, Mr. Cat. Hello, Mr. Cat. Yeah, how's that big boy? Off to the side with you. And here, have a camera that's kind of nearby. Here's the cat. They're both cats. Yes, there's both kitties. Yes, you headbutt. You headbutt. Okay. So with Farming Sim 22, I need to like figure out what like the intended gameplay is. That sounds weird, but you know the point of it is, you know, farm, do the thing, grow the stuff, grow the crops. Well, by like default settings, it has seasons and growing times that are like pretty long, semi-realistic. I planted canola on one field and wheat on another field, and it's like, okay, now wait 9 months. More than 9 months. More like 10 for the stuff to grow. And what are you doing under my desk? He's like laying down under my desk now. Great. Great, kitty. I guess that's his spot now. He wants to be under my desk. And it's like, okay, well, what do I do in the meanwhile? For like several days of gameplay in between the growing and harvesting of these crops. Like, I got their fertility to 100% from doing that sort of stuff. That there's like literally nothing to do on the fields for multiple days. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll get some bees. So I put down a few of the largest of the bee colony buildings with like 33 hives each, and a spot to spawn the pallets. So it's like, okay, each day I take a forklift and I put the pallets onto the trailer. And I take the honey to market. That takes all of like 10 minutes. And then I sleep for the day. And I do it again. And again. 8 times of just that one process. It's like, okay. I guess I may be missing something here. Because I don't think that this is really supposed to be the gameplay loop here. Of either literally do nothing for 8 days while you wait for the crops to grow, or do this one like really repetitive thing every single day for a short period of time and then sleep again. I don't know. I need to figure this out again. Maybe the intent is that you are actually ranching, and it should be ranching simulator, not farming simulator, by having animals and doing that care daily. Like, well, but that's not strictly farming, that's ranching, and I don't know if I'm here to do that. I'm here to grow crops, not raise animals, per se. But I may just have to turn off seasons and have the crops, like, grow in a reasonable amount of time, instead of having to wait multiple days. That may be the proper solution to this. I didn't like it when it was like a mod for 2019. I really didn't like seasons before it was officially added into the game as an actual feature. So it kind of makes sense that I don't really like it now all that much. It's like, because it causes this issue where, like, okay, sure, we'll have it take a realistic amount of time to plant and then harvest at the specific times of year that you can plant and harvest these things. But what the fuck am I supposed to do in the meantime? I don't know. Anyway, as I have to avoid cat under the desk with my feet, that's just something that was on my mind. That was on my mind. It's something a little bit annoying that I wanted to talk about. Something that's not as annoying. Hey, it's Shapez 2. It's the game that we are playing. I will need to hit play this time to continue. Insane, because I made a very small blueprint over on hard in between streams that I want to try to use this to try to speed up this process, because it's taking a while to get through task 35 here. We pretty much spent the entire stream last time, or near enough, just working on this shape. The third task. And now we're faced with the prospect of basically having to start the whole thing over again with new logic to build out this fourth step, because the order of operations is such that it would require so much changing of this that I may as well start over. You know? Because now it's like this piece is actually relatively simple, being just a stack of crystals and shapes. This is fairly easy to build in isolation, as are these two pieces. This one needs a little bit of extra work, but it's still fine. The fifth piece is a very small change, all things considered. You took the work needed for this and you double it to get the other corner. And since I'm building this by individual corners, what I needed was a blueprint that could do crystal breaking for me. And I'm trying to remember, yeah, this little 2x2 is what I ended up building for this purpose. And actually, I need to rotate it. Actually, that's not the rotation. That's it. Crystal breaking. Crystal breaking like 2 layers, or 3 layers actually, in one corner. We have color coming in on one side, we have an intended input on the other, and we have trash in here. So what this will really look like is like a linear line straight down, as we need to do additional processing here. Now, I guess theoretically I could take the intended input and actually make it up here and funnel it down for the intended input. It really does not matter. Those are actually not needed there. But this takes in trash that is just the 2 diagonal pieces, processes it, and stacks it in a proper orientation. Well, all this it doesn't really... I need to make sure that the inputs are of the correct orientation to begin with, but this will form a layer breaking corner, is the point of this. It will make a shape intended to have one of the corners be a layer broken corner. It, however, does not do the crystal on top. Does not do the crystal on top. That's what the next sections would be, and because that's more variable, I didn't do a blueprint for that, because it could be that because the shape is going to be different that goes on the next layer of it, and there are situations where I could need 2 shapes and then a crystal, or 1 shape and a crystal and another shape. It just depends where the gap is. This is pretty agnostic as to where the gap can be. Maybe. I think it has to be layer 2 or 3 or both. But actually this, you know what, this I think is just built for, this is built for layer 2, or layer 2 and 3, but not 3 only. But not 3 only. This is technically a layer 2 gap, not a layer 3 gap, because this pin has to happen last. So it's built as a layer 2 gap. In the last task, we still only have a layer 2 gap and not a layer 3 gap. And in here we have a layer 1 and 2 gap. I mean, I guess technically the thing can do layer 1 gap 2, think this does layer 1 as well, as I built it. But the main thing is I have to have an intended input that gives me that intended corner for the standard shape section already pre-processed, and this could be pre-processing, I guess, rather than here. So I think I'll actually make this change live and change my blueprint. Yeah, save that. This is going to be that. The color will have to come in from the side. Trash will come in from the other side. If I need more trash, it'll be added down here. But anyway, I think actually with this kind of a setup, what I would want is my stacking in here, the trash brought in, because I know for a fact that there will be a crystal on a layer above, and the very next thing cannot be a crystal. It has to be a shape. So I can use this behavior, this knowledge of how it must be formed, to add trash here, and quite possibly even another intended addition this can be like an intended input addition. And this would be some shape that's pre-painted, ideally. Which means that this needs to change. What I need is this. I need 2 of this. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, then it's all about logistics from here. So let's see, this will actually be layer 2 into this input. And as I said, this is the intended solid shape that stacks on top of the crystal that breaks. Okay, this is the intended, like, physical shape that goes on top. And then the trash will need to be 2 layers, because there will be another crystal above this intended shape. Now, if there's still another solid piece that goes after that, I don't think that's ever the case in these remaining tasks. It will always be a crystal on the top when there's a crystal gap like this. And in this case, it's actually a 2-layer intended input that goes on top of the crystal that broke, as I hope you can tell here. Oh, this is still wrong. I totally have 4. So it's actually the whole dang thing. Yeah, better to just copy from here. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be tricksy. It's a little tricky if I keep it this tall. So unfortunately I'll have to do it down here. Well, that needs to basically go away. Does it go away? Alright. Now, as I've built this... Alright, I think this will be good. That won't be good. Okay, just for this specific task, 35, I will need additional pre-processing. Of the trash. Because I will need 3 layers of trash. Actually, no, am I thinking of the next one? I'm totally thinking of the next one. So the next one will need 3 layers of trash. Yeah, this'll need 3 trash layers. Yeah. So I don't need this, but the idea being when I do in the next process, I can do it on the side where the trash comes in. And same over here, if I need to do any like additional painting, stacking, I can add additional processing to the side. Not like so. And what I'll end up doing is having like separate sections for each corner rather than try to do like this type of stupidity with a set of 3x3s all touching each other like that. And hopefully this will go a little bit faster. Hopefully. It is the hope. The hopes and dreams. Anyway. So. This being the crystal breaking corner. Here. This is the intent. What I need to bring in for my input is just a gray diamond border. So I'll keep that there like that, but I'm thinking I'm gonna be deleting all of this. Moving that to something like there. What do we have here? This is diamonds, gray diamonds. Uncolored diamonds, I should say. That's how the game classifies it. I only need one for now. Cutting. Cutting quads. This is the colors. I see. The color doesn't matter here. Oh yeah, and of course I need to crystallize. Yeah, crystallizing. Form that top layer. That is the point. Yep. And in this instance, I need a little post-process that's unique to this location, which is pinning. Just a little pinning section, and that will be good enough to make that corner. So then, for the fifth step, I take this, I double this for the other corner. Yep, that's all I really need to do. Really? Couldn't have just had you be aligned from the beginning. Oh well. The trash... I'm forgetting what orientation it was supposed to be. I can't have it in this orientation. It needs to be the other orientation. And because I'm not rotating it ahead of time, So I'll need to do that, as it turns out. Copy. Let's make this look better. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. I may want to bring them more like this way. Okay. The color will need to be magenta. Which one is that? Oh, of course, it's the final one. Okay. Don't I need more magenta? Won't I need more? Actually, no, what am I thinking? This one is garbage. It doesn't need to be any color in particular. So it can be white, I guess. Am I using white at all in this? No. So that will go there. This will need to be green. So where do I have green? Green is here. Don't like how it's going across there, but whatever. Oh. Duh. Neither of those is correct. Noting that these get rotated by 90 ahead of time. Four? Why 4? Why do I have 4 here? Is this gonna give me what I need? Maybe, maybe not. I may not need one of these steps of trash in one of these. Yeah, this is too tall for what I need here. I'm just trying to think about what it's specifically doing. This is giving me a crystal on layer 2 and 3. This is designed to give me a 2-layer gap. This is actually just very specifically designed to give me a 2-layer gap. What I don't need it to do then would be this here. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, what I don't need is that. Autosave is autosaving. It's good that I have that ability. I just don't need it in this specific shape. That is more correct. So now, what I would need is to bring in the white circle. Oh, I do need white. Like, oh, I do need white. Oh. Well, dang. I can't use white as my garbage shape. I should be using like red or even the green would be fine, but oh well. Painting. That's a decent enough point. I probably just don't want to do that here. Where are the circles? There? Yeah. What I'm gonna do... I'm gonna send the greens that way. Painting. Okay. That will be those. They need to be cut into quads. And my intent is to do this. Should I just put it on a train? Maybe. That's not a valid spot. Solids. That's done. 27 shall begin. From the Make Anything machine. Plural. Okay. Now, by doing this, it mixes all of the lanes, the belt lanes, together, so that when I offload like this, it doesn't matter which lane I pull from. At least it shouldn't matter what lane I pull from. So when I need to do this again 3 more times for the other shapes, for the other pieces of this shape, corners, I could just copy-paste what I have here. Because I'm going to need that white corner for all 4 slots. Okay. That's gonna come in. What, it should be consistent. The corner I end up with, it should be that top right corner. So basically that top right corner will get stacked on. And then that will stack a top left, bottom right, and that will stack a top left, bottom right, and it will crystallize and give me that top layer crystal, and then it will pin. And that layer 2 will break when I swap, when I do the swapping. And yes, the green will be technically like diagonal 2 pieces, but that doesn't matter. What happens to the corner opposite of the intended corner doesn't actually matter at all. Oh yeah, that white's gonna go cyan soon. I don't want it to be white, and I'm not using cyan at all in this process. Alright, so those have arrived. We're getting cuts coming in. We got that stack. Got that stack. And that. So now it's gonna come down. And into this crystallizer. And that is pretty close to what I want. I just have to pin it at the end here. And it'll be cyan and not white in the end. So the previews here should be cyan rather than white crystals. There it goes. So the intended corner is this one, where this is the side that will break. When I cut to swap in the intended piece here, and that'll give me a half shape of trash and a half shape of my intended piece. Yuppers. And yes, this whole side breaks in that process. It's not needed at all. In fact, it leaves a pin behind. That's it. But it's just trash. It'll be deleted in the end anyway. All right. That is how we do that. Okay, now for this shape, the other corners, the other half here, will be a process that will be repeated twice. I need a lot of yellow. Yeah, I need more yellow than I'm making, maybe. In fact, guaranteed, I need more yellow than I'm making from this. Give me another. Give me another! I want another. I shall have another. Interesting. They all fit with that shape. Alright, what's the order? Red here. Blue. There. And green there. Yes, that'll give me all the colors, but I only really need more yellow for this. Don't care. Yeah, finally a magenta set coming in. That's the actual... That's actually what it'll look like, is with the magenta there. Yeah. Okay. The next corner will be made, here, I guess. Or here. I just need enough space for it. I do not need crystal breaking. So it's basically this logic, right? It's still this logic. More than one time, I think, maybe. And then pre-processing the first item above, kind of like before, where it is that. I think it always will start with that, except for this corner. I'm not doing this corner yet. It's very similar to these. It just starts with a magenta crystallizer, or I do this whole process. I do this. Okay, we do this, and then we pin, and then we oh, no, we can't, because that will pin all of my trash, and I can't do that first. So, unfortunately, no, we can't do that. But we can do. What we can do is provide a magenta, or provide a pinned first shape, a pinned diamond into the thing, so that when it crystallizes, so that when I crystallize, I can get the magenta on the bottom layer. Yeah, if I follow this logic, if I say throw in a pinned object here, and if this is the first step along the way, as in there's nothing else coming in, if it's just that pinned object, which kind of means I have to do this logic instead. On this first step, I have to not do that. Maybe? I don't do... What I'm not doing is this, the very first step. Yes, I don't need the intended input addition for the very first step. So this is what changes. Because what's going to come in... Oh, you know, I could just keep those. And reroute. This is still trash in. This is still the intended color in. This in this case would be magenta. And what I need here is... What I would need here is pins for making that bottom corner. But for now, we're making this section. We're going to start with this. So this will be yellow brought in. Yeah, this works because it's adding 2 layers of the trash, which needs to be... like that. Route it that way, thanks. You know, I think I need 2 more things of the trash. Which is going to be difficult. I need another. There we go. That'll do it. Oh look, more green. That's nice. Okay, so I need yellow here, and I need green here. And it needs to be pinned at the end. Yellow is the second item. Okay, this kind of sucks because I am bringing white there through that green line. I'll have to use this one. That's okay, it's just not quite what I had wanted, and I'll have to shift this up a tile so I can bring in that oh, right. Yep. Need another line. so just send red up that way. And yeah, that will be one train line. I understand it will have potential impacts on the overall throughput of the system, but it will, I believe, still work out for me in the end. Alright, so now it's going to bring in that. Remember, I need 2 of this for now, or at the moment. Once it's made, I have to verify, of course, by watching here everything go down the lines. That should be layer 1, that then gets 2 things stacked on it of trash that will go out and get crystallized as yellow. Why are you not coloring? Oh. That would be why. Because we need to load fluids, not unload them. Oh yeah, and I am forgetting that I don't need anywhere near this amount of fluid to feed this system. This isn't even my corrected system. Oh. This is the corrected system. It only uses layers 1 and 2. Yeah, and I kept the simplicity on the white of the 1-to-1, even though it is actually technically half the amount on the color mixers for the first step to go into the second. And this isn't even my compact build, but whatever. Whatever. Point is, it uses half, ultimately, of the fluid that I'm putting in for the actual outputs here. Because when I built this, I was under a misconception that you kind of lost volume when you did these mixings. Turns out the volume is actually maintained. The volume that you put in is the volume that you get out in the end from these color mixers. So if you're putting in a pipe of red and a pipe of green, you get 2 of yellow. Anyway, grab that, the input. Okay. Now let's see, is this even doing Well, it still needs that yellow loaded, so there's a load of yellow coming in. Once that load of yellow comes in, I'll get the previews, because the game correctly shouldn't, I guess, be that intelligent with the previews when incorporating the rails and such. I don't really expect it to know until it actually gets the yellow here. Once it's here, I should have previews, but I don't until it actually goes into the machines and it starts producing things. You know, kinda odd, but that's just how it goes. Okay, so again, top right here is the intended corner. That gives me the base plus the yellow. Then I need the white on top of it, this corner. The question is, yes, I do need 2 more of the trash. That gives me 2 more trash. It goes through green, it gives me the green top layer, and then it gets pinned at the end. Alright, that should give me... Where are my previews? Previews? Show me. Show me, please. Ugh. Anyway. Any hoozles. So it gives me this intended corner, which should match this and this, these two. So as I said previously, I will then need to take this entire thing and, in fact, double it. I'll need to add another line, I guess. I'll just send a blue that way. I may as well tell white as well, because I'll need all of it. I'll do this over here as well. Because I will need more yellow brought this way. Now, in fact, yeah, that works. What I'll do, I'll send blue and white that way. Well, it's not really blue, it actually looks more cyan, but it is blue rail. I'll send them this way and use that for the last yellow, so that that way there's only 2 bringing in yellow here. Okay, so that's those 2. I'm going to grab the whole thing again. and paste it over here. Which is this one? No. That one. And that goes there. Send white that way. So that should be the circles. And this should be... actually, this is different. This is going to be magenta. Or this will also need magenta. So I will need to shift things around a little bit, maybe. This one doesn't need that pin. It needs to be pinned here. Go. There. So can you see how much quicker this is? Being able to copy paste a lot of the logic going into it. Thing is, this particular one is not to be yellow. This is to be magenta. So, because to make this guy, I will in fact need to have... Oh, actually, this will need to be a different... No, it doesn't need to be a different shape. I just need to have another pre-process color. Or I'll need to add another crystallization step to this. In what way will I be able to do that? It needs like a step between here and here, I think. Yeah, it needs a step between. That's green. This needs to be magenta. and that will need to be yellow. So I will be grabbing this. I will be grabbing not this, because I actually just need a normal old stacker. 4-belt stacker. Here-ish. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't use layer 1 here. Actually, I don't use layer 1 at all for either of these. Let me think about this. That's fine. The next one is the yellow. Oops. And this does not need to be pinned at the end. Alright, so what we're left with is exactly what I want. See? It's exactly what I want it to be. Ta-da! That's... Frankly, that's so much neater and nicer than most of what I've done so far. That is a lot better. The next point is all of the swapping logic. Getting everything out and rotated and swapped to form the final shape. That doesn't necessarily have to be done here, but what I do know is I do want to have these as separate belt lines extending down here. Then I can do a foundation that can be all of my swapping logic around here. Sure. Why not? Alright, so what matters first is how I am combining these. Okay. Or how I'm swapping these. Alright, so the swapping. What do I need? What rotations do I need here? So top right is the intended shape. I am swapping into this bottom right shape. Yeah, I will swap into the bottom right, so that means that this will need to be, the intended shape will need to be to the left of the intended shape when swapped. So, with this arrangement, sigh, next. With the swappers oriented in that direction, in order for it to be on the right, I need to rotate this shape. shouldn't do this here, but because I have the space to do it here, I will. And that is correct. That is correct. So it's 4 of this. Okay. Frankly, it is the exact same logic for the other side. I'm just gonna flip the build. Wait, what? Aren't you moving now? Oh, somehow. You lost your green. Or I didn't put the green in. Anyway, this is the same thing as this one for the moment. And I guess this is the one that gets modified to this. This needs to become this for the next process. Okay. Now the key thing here is now we have to rotate these. This, I guess, we'll do the counterclockwise. And these will do the clockwise. Okay. It's a little low, but that's all right. Come on down, come on down. I need to see which side I need to avoid. There, it looks like that's the one. Oh boy, we're halfway through today's stream, which, yeah, that's twice as fast as last stream to do this thing. There's a little bit of old in there, but it'll resolve. which, as we can now see, what we are left with here is not the shape. I have not done this correctly. Yeah, I have not done this correctly. Shoot. It means swapping these around, and that's fine. That's easy enough. How? I need to not rotate these, and I need to rotate these. And that should swap their relative positions. Whoops, I meant to hit I. Oh, it swapped its relative positions, and it changes which side is the trash. Sigh. That puts that on the bottom. Alright. So, you need this on the left. This needs this on the left. Can I make it clear that this needs a very different shape to its left? So what I actually needed here was to do none of that shenaniganery. What I really needed to do here was change these completely to this setup. Actually, just clear all of it, actually. Just clear everything. Now what do I see here? Now I see the correct shape. There it is. There it is. There it is. Now that I routed the inputs correctly. Cough, hack, wheeze. Whoops. There. You go there. And this go here. And that leads all the way to the vortex. And now we wait for 12,000 to accrue of that particular shape. So, yes, even though it involved a lot of very similar logic to what we did last time, and it required, you know, rebuilding the factory that I did last time, it ended up going a lot faster because I had taken some time to actually build a full platform blueprint to give me the ability to do crystal breaking. just on a whim from the blueprint, and to modify it to also not have a crystal break, but to actually alternate, adding a layer of crystal on top of a intended solid input, and to like do it like by layers on each platform, adding like only a couple of layers at a time per individual platform section, and it's just like solids with trash, crystal, solids with trash, crystal. In this case, it's intended input with trash, crystal, trash, crystal, because this needed to be a crystal in that specific corner, added on top of an item, where we needed a layer 1 crystal, and then more intended input with the trash, and then crystal. It's a very linear, objective process that I was trying to do pretty much in a single 3x3, because I was trying to do all of this logic in a single 3x3, and having all of them next to each other in the previous step of this in here, because when I was doing this, it was just a block of 3x3s. These are all 2x2s. These aren't even 3x3s. It's like I tried to do all of this in here, and all of this in here, etc. Like, yeah, let's spread it out a little, and it will be faster, because I'll be able to actually really understand what's going on and not have to do some really complex logistics belt work, just belt work in general. That saves time. So, now I get to do this exact same process while building out these. Yes, this, number 35. Okay, 35 is a little bit different. It's going to be built in pretty much exactly the same way, all things considered. I'll need crystal breaking 2 times. I'll need the not crystal breaking 2 times. This does need to be built by corners in individual quarters. So let me think a little bit about this. This is the crystal breaking logic. This is the non-crystal breaking logic. I'll need this twice. I'll need it like down here. This is probably going to change a bit now that I'm really thinking about it. Yeah, I guess I'll grab all of that too. Yeah, it seems messy, but it's all about just doing the logistics at this point. And providing the correct inputs, where the inputs are going to be the pre-colored shapes that I need. So 2 of these are going to need to get the square red corners, and 2 of them will need to get square yellow corners. So I will need to make an adjustment for that. And these are being built alternating between where do you go? There. You are a color or a crystal. I will need yellow, and I will need white crystals. I'll need white circles, yellow squares, and red squares for this. So I will need to make some adjustments for layers, potentially, of things. I'll need to provide this yellow and white circle as a single item. Just doing the stacking ahead of time and sending that in. And then doing the cutting into quarters. So basically what's coming in here, what's coming into here will be this 2-layer object. Now, it's not needed for the other section, so it's actually a little bit simpler. For now. It's a little bit simpler for now. Because what I'll need to do, I can get away with on the so this is the non-crystal break section. This is the crystal break section. On the non-crystal break corners, they're very simple in that I only need to run the crystallizer once. I need a base shape with the crystallizer, so I need to, in this scenario, in this aspect, I'll need to copy this logic. No, not this logic. What I need is to add in between here another stacking layer with additional trash so that I can actually have this give me 2 crystal layers, and that's all that I will currently need for this. I will not need an input here. And I'm thinking I'm going to actually just delete this section for now, because I'm going to get this to what I need it to be, copy this again, because it's just 2 of what I need. Alright, so for this one, this isn't required, but I'm going to put it to the side, because I am going to likely need it again. At some point later. But right now, though, what I need is for these to also get stacked. That's what I had originally done. Okay, now I need to get this as a trash layer. So yes, 3 trash layers. 1 to isolate layer 1, and the other 2 to make it so that the crystal can happen in one pass. And now where can I raise? Here. I will want to go up. The question is, can I get everything there? Yes. Okay, that'll do. My trash here. What is the orientation of the trash in this one? Did you not even need initial trash? No, you didn't even need initial trash to make that. Okay. Sure. Be that way then. So over here it was top right and bottom left trash. Down here, what do we have access to? We have a top left, bottom right, which means I wouldn't need to rotate it. Question is, do I have enough of it? That's a great question. I also have this one. The color doesn't matter for the garbage, so what I do know is I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full belts. 8 full space belts. Not really. I rarely use layer 1, but okay, there's the top left, bottom right. There's the top left, bottom right. There's the top left, bottom right. So definitely got choice here. It would be a little bit cleaner if it was identical pieces, but it's not necessary. There's a top right, bottom left, but I can make it so that I don't need to rotate. Anyway, 1, 2. Six. Six. Yeah, that isn't gonna give me 8. Yeah, I need stretches of 4. I mean, that's 8. Technically. Wait, no, that's 7. Yeah, that's not 8. I guess we're mixing and matching. Alright then. Whatever. Fine. Mix and match all day long. Just remember to remove those. Not sure if that's going to be in the way or not. I don't think so. What I do know is that I will need this up here on both of these. Actually, let me rethink how I do this logistics. Of course, for now, I won't even need that on that one. So what's going to come in here is the corners, and I'm thinking that this will actually be layer 2's corner. This is going to be the red. So I have to remember red's on layer 2, red squares on layer 2, yellow squares on layer 1, and then I can maintain that just fine. And I will need to import yellow here. Okay, importing yellow here is easy. It would be good. Oh, that's gonna need lots of change. That's gonna need a lot of change. So, yeah. We're doing this in this one, and then we'll modify it further from there. For now, though, that should give me the intended red, as long as I provide it with the yellow. The proper yellow. Which I have to remember what freaking wagon it's in. I think it's wagon 3. It will probably change. No, it is wagon 2. This one will need white, which is wagon 1. Are they all the way up there? Oh, because it's a different train. Yes. That will need white. This one is designed for a... Actually, this is designed for a crystal break, so the white isn't this. This is the trash. I am absolutely looking forward to... that'll be the trash, yeah. I'm absolutely looking forward to when they add space belt and space pipe to the trains line section. That is in the next patch to the game. They will be adding this. Actually, I haven't looked. They had mentioned that they wanted to try to get the patch available on an experimental build later this month. And I would consider this to be later this month at this point. So any day, perhaps, they may provide an experimental branch for this next update. That should improve performance and make a change to the hotbar here to add rail and to have the rail and the space belt and the space pipe all together in the same section. That would be so convenient. Anyway, that gives me the braking crystal. On top of it needs to be the white and yellow stacked quarter input. So I do still also need that solid unloading station. To there, I suppose. And that should provide white. So now it's just a matter of providing the inputs. Oh, and of course, for now, I have to, for now, I can double this. Yepers. Right. Red, green, blue, white. Oh, right. This only gets used once. One's providing white, one's providing yellow. Let's just clean up all of this extra logistics work. Cool. So the braking crystal, or the braking fluid could be just about anything. Oh boy, pin! A layer 1 pin! Gee, I wonder what process this is going to use to provide the layer 1 pin. Considering I literally provide layer 1 pins that are full layer 1 pins. I would hope it would just be like the unprocessed shape just makes its way directly to this. And I think that's exactly what happens. It's just the unprocessed pin shape gets all the way brought in, because there was pre-processing into the Make Anything machines to do those. Anyway, so yes, theoretically this is in fact the correct process. It may need some different rotations here different routing on the thingies, but now I just need to give it input. But we're now at the point over here with this guy where we will need to make a modification for the last shape just as soon as we get a delivery of, or just, you know, one more delivery. Looks like there's not a delivery on the lines, so I do need to make this last cartridge of 1080. Once that happens, I can make the modifications for this piece. It's a very, very nice and easy swap. I don't know why we're getting a lack of throughput here. Or had a lack of throughput there. And there. What? Huh? I don't know, maybe it's just all... No, it's not all those. Oh, it's you. Well, no, you've got plenty of white circles. The white circles are not the problem. It might just be an imprecision issue from looking away. It very well could be. Just, I'm not looking at it. Again, something that's being addressed in the next patch is factory imprecision when not looking at things. Anyway, there should be that delivery on its way already. Yeah, there it is. It's on its way! So now I can officially make this change. Now the question is, which one needs to change? I think... Well, I need to make it so that I'm adding to the left of it. I need to add it... looking from here, because this is what's going to get made. When it comes in, it's that top right. No, excuse me, it's this piece. That's the intended piece that's crystal broken. So it's the one to the left that I need to add to it. So I need to look up. I need to look at these and see, like, okay, which is the one that's swapping into the left. So right now this is top right. This is not sending in anything. For what reason? Lack of yellow. Lack of yellow. Okay. Cool. How? So these two are sharing yellow from the same right. I know how. Well, A. That's the first change that could be made to improve the throughput, but B, I would need to supplement with the other locomotive. Alright, yes, you're done. I'm going to ignore it. I'm frankly going to ignore the throughput issue with the color, because I can't afford to spend the time to fix it. Regardless, I am going to start using less color now. So let me see. I was looking over here, and these don't get rotated, so this is to the right. This is to the right. These will rotate counterclockwise. So from the perspective of this gets added to its left. So it's this one that needs to change. So this one, delete. I need to copy this nonsense. And somehow, you know, I have to get everything in to it. Yeah, that's not even the right train. Sigh. And you are color. Okay, so you can actually provide the magenta and the yellow. Or actually, you don't need yellow, you just need the magenta. Magenta is wagon 3. So you can provide that magenta there. And the shape can come out as normal. Really? Is that all I really needed? That's quite possible. Yeah. That should be the only change necessary. I need to watch it as it makes things. Just to guarantee that everything is actually correct here. What are you waiting on? The white pieces. So it should be making that, and then the trash, and that goes in. Crystallizes green, pins, comes down. What are the previews waiting on at this point? You've been crystallized. The preview should make its way through. Shouldn't need to wait for the pin, but oh well. Come on, get pinned. Get pinned. Make your way. All the way through. Okay. What do we got? That, sure as hell, looks like the intended shape to me. That's the target, and that very much appears to be the target. Woohoo! And that's the magic of building in this way. Oh, we've got both of the... Got both of... They're both together. They're both sleeping face to face. They're nuzzled. They're nuzzled against each other. The babies are back there. They're nuzzles. They're nuzzles. Had to point that out. They're comfies. She's looking at me like, why are you disturbing me? Okay. Phew. That is all of task 35 finished, for all intents and purposes. Now 36. The final task. Task 36. Step 3 of task 36. We need, or I need to provide it with inputs. That goes there. These will trim back a bit for now. And that will go in there. Okay. I will need plenty of this. I need to not do that. This can kind of just die for now. So what do I truly need here? Can I get away with the 2x2? I'll do the 3x3 just for simplicity's sake, because I do need to do 8 painting lines total. Oh. And these are not what I want, actually. Go here. Since we're now building it by quarters, it doesn't matter that I am whether or not I use the 2-pieced squares or the 4. It's actually better to use the 4, frankly, for my purposes. Okay, I believe that I determined that I need the yellows on layer 1 and the reds on layer 2. And I need to bring in yellow and red, or make them / make the yellow local. But I don't think I want to. So what do I have here? I have this that was making yellow and white, for that matter. So that will be what I actually use, I think. And there's reds. Is there enough red to be, like, used as red? I think so, maybe. Well, that's done. Oh, there's even more red. Huh. Yes, I have a full layer 3 of red, so I will use that. Alright, so what did I determine? That red would be on layer 2, yeah? And the yellow would be a layer 1. Okay, and I think that's good to go. That goes there. So the yellow is layer 1, and the red is layer 2. The yellow at 1, and okay. we're good. In fact, I needed only half of what I've built here. Oh, do I not do yellow layer 1? Alright then. Hey, first official delivery for that last piece from Task 35. Neat. Next, the 2-layer circles. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Whoops, not like that way. Next up will be here. Arbitrary, but sure. That there. Another set of painting lines. In fact, you know what, just grab that, rotate it. Actually, flip it. There we go. So now, key difference here will be that I need to stack these. And the yellow is on the bottom. No, yellow is on the top. Okay. Neat. Remove all of that. Help if I use the correct thing there. For stacking! Okay, that will be what I need for this. The inputs will change going into the next step, because I'll be needing like blue gears, I'll be needing both white circles and gears, I'll be needing yellow circles and yellow squares and red stars and magenta circles. So there's a lot of pieces here. In fact, we don't even need to crystallize these corner pieces, so that's an easy enough process. You just make them their normal shapes. These, though, we can use my blueprints that I have made. This is mildly different, but also not. In fact, it uses this. This logic is present again here. So I need to keep that around for the use at the end. And basically make these, modify these, move them and modify them for this. Because are they the same? That's 4 layers. I think this is 5. Yeah, 5 layers. So it adds... Oh, this is 5. It's exactly the same. Yeah, so this uses this exact same corner piece that I'm making here. Just replacing it with a regular shape. And this is the same, except that it's not replaced with a regular shape in the other corner, it's replaced with a double break build. Sure. This is fine. It's so fine that I think I will be beating this experience in the next stream. Yes, this is correct. Okay, and then I need a input of crystal yellows. Crystal-based yellows. So, I mean, I guess I could take something like this. Oh, I need crystal-based yellows and I need crystal-based white as well. But those come in by different locomotive train lines. Well, they could all come in on the same one. They could be the same. Let me change that so that they all come in on the same. Now I'll need to assign different route colors. Excuse me. Red, green, blue. Oh. Sure, you can be green. What am I doing? Why am I dumb? Why am I so stupid? So, yeah, that's green. That's green. Green that way. Blue that way. White that way. Okay. Colors. Give me colors. I need yellow and I need white. So white is here, yellow is here. I only need those two colors. I'll make them down here. That is not the thing I intended to grab. This was the one I intended to grab. Okay. So. Do I want to white here? Like, what's the plan? What is the plan with this? Because I have this making yellow, and I have this for the white. It makes double white. Wait, is this accurate? No. No, it is not. Why did I do this way? Oops. There's a fly buzzing. There be a fly buzzing around me. Made me smack my microphone. So sorry about that. Yeah, this is more accurate for white. I mean, hell, could I not simplify this even more? Get rid of all that. There, there, there. So, what? That'll do. Now, what will be more difficult, though, would be the inputs here. So yes, it is 1 to 2 of the mixed color, but I still need to provide essentially a full pipe of the same exact color, and I need to provide as much in as this is being output. How am I doing this here? Huh? Right. Okay, so pretty much the way that I've done this, I'll have to use layer 3 for this input, but getting... Oh, I made that very simple, didn't I? Yep. Excuse me. Yeah, and that's this. Whatever color that ends up being. The exact color doesn't matter. So that's white, and that's yellow, but I need more! I need more! More, more, more! We need so much more! Because this only makes 2! 2! Belts of output. I need more belts of output. So much more! That's just the output of white. I need more yellow. I need so much yellow. In fact, for this particular thing, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 pipes of the yellow, but I only need 2 of the white. Or blah. No, I need the exact same of the white. I need 4 pipes of yellow and 4 pipes of white This is currently 2 each. I need to change how these are routed. Wait, what? Why are you those? No. Layer 1 and 2. Okay, red, blue, green. Why did I push the N key? Why does it take me there? I don't even know. Any hoozles. Grab that. Sure, why not? I don't want train. Red. Fly. Fruit fly. Buzzin'. Why can't I use this for this blue? Hey, there we go. Whoops. Wrong side. Sucks. Go this way. Green. Kiamir. White and yellow. And I need the trash color. It'll go ahead and be that. So that'll be the trash color for the crystal breaking parts. White needs to be actually the first wagon. Okay, now we wait for colors to arrive. Because I didn't use trains to move these colors. It'll take a minute. It'll take a moment to do all that. Right. Would help if I connected those pipes. I've actually got more red than I need. A lot more red than I need. Yep. This is now at ratio. It actually uses less red. In total, this section it uses 6 belts equivalent of the red, and it will use the same of the green, 6 belts equivalent of the green, but also using 4 belts equivalent of the blue. And it's going to make 8 white and 8 yellow out of all of that, times 2. At least, it should, in theory, do this. And make exactly the amount that I intend. Looks like it is, to me. They're in sync. So yes, I know them. I'm getting equal amounts of both. Neat. Very, very neat. And wonderful. And wonderful. So, where's this red? Catching up. Slowly but surely. Now the question is... Those are in. I also need... the pho. Yeah, I need that. I need that to be moving and going and doing its stuff. There we go. There we go. We did it. Do I need any other pre-processing of you, like a pin? I don't think so. So this is going to get the crystal breaking crystal. The top right is the intended piece here. So that's this guy. It's going to get a crystal breaking priest, then it's going to get the double circle stacked on. And it's going to get the white on top of that. But I may need to modify this to add an additional layer of trash. Yeah, I think I need another layer of trash because this needs to be 5 layers tall. This comes in at 2 layers tall. I'm adding 2 of an intended product, so I need to add 3 layers of trash. This only has 2. So I need to modify this in both of these locations. And actually, yes, I do need that line. Needs to be modified to add a stacker section to one of these. I'm going to clear that. It doesn't matter which one. what's used here is layer 1 and 2. So if I add that, do this, pass through layer 3. Now that should be good. Let me copy that. Paste here. Still waiting for this to get loads. Hey, why didn't you load? Come on. Oh, you know what would help is if these had train stops on them. That would be good too. It would be really nice if they had train stops on them. Yeah. Yeah, theoretically I could make the last two... I could make these two, like, semi-simultaneously. Because I already have, for each of these, pretty much half the work done. Because half of this shape is from this shape, and half of the last one is also from this shape, without any other edits at all. So, yeah, as long as I maintain these, I only have to do like half the work for the next two. It's like making only one additional shape, rather than two. Anyway, going back, we've now finished 28. Oh god, so now it's on to 29. I am in a race with my Make Anything machine to finish this before it gets through number 32. At which point, then we'll be laughing all the way to the end, as I try to figure out how to get through the rest of them before ending the series. Because I'm thinking that I'm going to actually win this race. And I'm thinking that next stream may be the last stream. Alright, that is the end of that particular shape. I'm going to keep it around. It's up here. I'm going to keep the logic around for it. I'm going to, you know, not continue to build the stuff in the end, but I do want to keep the logic handy in case I lose, like, this section, which I shouldn't, because it's here, but I don't want to lose pieces. Now, verification time. What is getting made here? What do we have? We have that with a crystal break. Why are you not adding the white? There, that is adding the white. Oh, it doesn't... What am I doing? I don't need this. I don't need that at all. Whoopsies. Copied over a pinning that I didn't need. I don't need to add that pinning section. Whoopsie doodles. Let's, like, hit I on all that. So now it should be giving me the correct thing. Yeah. So that's that correct thing. It will crystal break there to the left, and that will be good. Over here, what do we have? The 2-layer with the red, that is correct. That is all I need from you. 2-layer yellow with a red base. And as long as I'm getting that twice, along with this, which is still waiting on green. Right, I need a green. Blah. I need a green. Why are you dog shit? Because this is also being used. Layer 2 is being used. So there. That is 3. That's 3. There. Ta-da. Fixed. Throughput fixed. So now the question is, what is the final output shape? That is correct. That is correct. So if I know that if I know that this side is correct, I know that this side is correct. It must be correct. Yay! We did it! All in one stream, too. Wow. That's 3 of the intended doohickeys in a single stream. We finished 35, task 35, and we are on task 36. Now, we'll have to wait for this to get through 12k, but in the meanwhile, I can work on the other pieces for this, because they need to be done independently. Yeah, I can just do the other quadrants, which are normal pieces, which are just straight up normal-ass pieces on this one. And this one, well, that's crystal breaking again. In fact, double crystal breaking again. What you do here to make this is you take in the white piece here. This white square will be pinned twice. Pin the white square twice. Actually, I'm trying to think, can it work with the top as well? Yes, technically, but I don't want to build it that way, per se. Anyway, have this pinned twice. Have 3 layers of trash put in. Correction. You need 3 layers of trash, but only the one, leaving the gap on the one side. So it's like have 2 individual pieces stacking on top of each other here. With the first 2 layers. Have the single piece on the first 2 layers and have the full 2-piece trash on layer 3. Then run it through the crystallizer to give you the 2 layers of trash here. Then you add the purple piece with 2 layers of trash extra, and then crystallize blue. It's pretty normal. but it needs a little bit of a update to my build, I think, to do that. Because I'll have to... excuse me. Basically, I'll have to do something like this with the crystal break logic in here. Actually, no. What I need to do is I need to add this back. So I need to add this section back in and provide this shape as pinned twice. And what that will do is that will add this single section, this single piece, on top of a single piece. By stacking this on this. That'll give me two layers of that. It'll plunk down, then just the one piece, one blank piece. Yeah, so it's taking a base trash right now. I'll need to move this a bit because I'll need this on this and then add this guy here. So I'll need to reroute here to here, add in the stackers again in this section, and that will give me what I need for that 2-layer logic. You know, if I'm thinking about it, I may as well just do it. I'll do it down here. If I'm thinking about it, right now, that's when it should be done. Okay, then you are rerouted. And you are rerouted. Just gotta sneak things in here. There. That will be that, and then add in a double pinning logic. Let me go back. This is why I was keeping this here, because it allows me to conveniently copy paste from over there things that I need. Double pinning. Okay. That gives me the double crystal breaking logic. Okay. That'll need for the final piece. It's then normal after that. Let me look here. Yeah, it's then normal. So it's just this. Does it need to be this double setup here? I don't think so. Let me think about this. No, it doesn't need to be this double setup. It's just this section. I don't need the extra trash to make it 2 layers of crystal. Or, you know, this here. What are you making? What? Oh, right, because this is a 2-layer input. Right. I need the extra trash. I don't need the extra trash layer in here. So this gives me, as designed, the 2-layer breaking. So then it's just a matter of... And it gives me the whole thing, too. It gives me this entire section. That's this done now. It's just a matter of providing it with white squares, magenta circles, and the colors for... and the, you know, the red... And the colors for the crystals that are both broken and added on the top, which it could just be all blue in that specific instance, because blue is easiest to provide. It's very easy to provide for that. Of course, we would need like 2 of it. We would need 2 of it for each corner. And that just leaves making the regular shapes for the one that's actually next after this. So that's going to need stars and gears and circles. Stars, gears, and circles. Woohoo. And colors. Plenty of colors. Do I happen to have stars, gears, and circles around here? There's stars over here, and there's gears over here. I think there's circles somewhere. Over the rainbow. Way up high. Way over there, but I thought I was providing some circles in here, so I know that there's at least something semi-nearby. Oh, there's some stars. There's circles. Circles, stars, and gears there. However, we are pretty much at the end of today's stream. We have made it successfully through the stream today. My goodness. Actual progress. Can you believe it? It would also help significantly if the trains could actually deliver freaking final intended outputs from this. That's not the final intended output. I need to adjust this. That is, in fact, not correct. So, scratch that. And reverse it. And hit I and verify. That means the red on the top left. That's the red on the top right. Okay. Did it. Did it. It's done. That is not correct either. What in the world has gone on here? Why am I dummy? I am dumb. I am dumb. Right, I am dumb. I need to actually physically change the thing that's being brought in. Stupido. So, because this is a mirrored build, now I actually need to change it from here in the making of this. What specifically needs to change? I need to change what section is broken to the other side. Yeah. Now I need it to break on the other side, and that's going to need a bit of a larger scale change. Because that means I need to rotate all of the trash by 90 degrees. Or rotate this 180. I would have to also rotate this 180. I think that's the play. I think if I actually take that, bring it back, that I can fit the 180 rotator in. Now, verification. Right, this will take a minute to clear out. I'll need to change the rotation, I think, as well on the input side. Down here, what's going to be rotated into what? Yeah. I need the red on the top right. So again, That'll do. There it is. Okay. Little more effort than I was expecting, but just it was because this is actually a mirrored. This is mirrored. Now, this is a not mirrored. So I actually have to revert what I just did. Not when actually trying to get these other shapes in here. And also there's going to be a bit of byproduct, I think, in the beginning. Regardless, that is the intended shape. That is the intended. It will ultimately end up as the intended. I am pretty darn certain. That is where I'll end off the stream for the day, folks. And I would very much like to thank you all for watching. I did see an order come in. Is that going to be extending the stream? No. Still though, thank you all for watching. This has been a Talking Show, but if you've enjoyed the stream today, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below the video. I will be back on Sunday, where I will ideally be completing task 36. Oh my goodness. Task 36, the final crystal tasks, should be done going into next stream. That will mean that I have beaten the Make Anything machine. I would like for the Make Anything machine to go through and finish all of the things. Although, I think in order to do that, I am going to need to have it be more. I'm gonna need more of it if we want to actually see it complete all of the tasks. But yeah, that'll put me in a good position then to have my break period for U.S. Thanksgiving, because that's coming up next week. Thursday will not have a stream, no matter what, and at this point it looks like Tuesday also will not have a stream. So yeah, we'll be able to start something fresh and different after the Thanksgiving break, a week from Sunday. Thank you all again. I will be back this Sunday to finish this, ideally. I hope to see you all then.